I'm Catherine, and on May 10, 1933, hundreds of German students gathered in their school courtyard for a ceremony to burn books. But not just any books. These were books that taught social justice, cultural differences, and religious persecution. According to the Holocaust Encyclopedia, these fire oaths applauded moral corruption. The students were proud of what they were doing until they realized the true motives behind their instructors on banning their education. But that was then, and people don't really burn books anymore. But they do ban them. Books should not be banned because of the recession it causes in children's comprehensions of themselves socially and psychologically. The act of banning books, however positive it may seem at the time, is actually very negative. And after thoroughly researching this topic, I am credible in discussing the value all literature holds in the education of our youth. Here in America, we face banning issues every single day. And as you can see, most of these initiatives come from parents themselves and not wanting certain topics to be discussed in the classroom. According to the American Library Association, just this past decade, over 5,000 challenges were reported to the Office of Intellectual Freedom on books that should be banned in public schools. Just in 2013, 2 of these books internationally recognized were The Perks of Being a Wallflower and The Hunger Games, books that are read everywhere. And why was that? Because of the topic of homosexuality, teen angst, and violence. But as children learn and grow, they're going to be introduced to so many topics, and thinking about them is going to be inevitable. So rather than waiting for these negative ideas to confront them incorrectly on social media sites and on television, why don't we teach children the correct way to think about them in a classroom setting where a teacher can monitor how the process goes? To show how the classroom setting helped, a study was performed by Ivy and Johnson on 71 7th grade students that revealed specific positive, mental, and social developments as children read different forms of literature. By letting the children decide on any type of book that they wanted to read for their school curriculum, it sparked an interest to read more. They were caught reading more outside of class and actually described waking up early just to read before school started. But not only that, it sparked conversation between the students and other individuals, including their teachers and parents. Students wanted to talk about these topics, and they wanted to know why these problems exist and how they can be solved. They also wanted to know other classmates that had the same problems as the ones the characters were facing in their books. So not only can talking help the children understand, but it will give the parents a way of directing their child how this idea is brought about in their culture. Also, while parents think they're protecting their child from harmful topics, what they're actually doing is handicapping their education process. An article by Jessica Breger on the concerns of a mother over her daughter's curriculum and being asked to read The Bluest Eye because of its topic of rape. A study by Isa Lovik-Terry and McKechnie showed that rather than having a parent prevent their child from reading a certain book, a child will actually recognize when a topic is too much for them. Whenever a topic is too mature, a child recognizes it, and they'll confront their teacher and ask them why they are being asked to read it. Therefore, the intermediation in this situation actually held the child back intellectually and psychologically. If the children will never be able to realize what is wrong, because they are told by a parent, how can they make decisions for themselves in the real world? So as our country and world is being thrust into various social dilemmas with human rights and equality at hand, do you see a reflection of people's freedoms being brought about? Or do you see well-informed citizens respecting the rights and lives of all people, making a conscious effort to confront these issues with an open mind because that's how they were educated to do so? Preventing books from being banned in public schools is a choice we all must make as citizens in a democratic society. To become more involved in this process, you can go to ala.org to see all the books that are being banned in your community. It'll also allow you to voice your concerns to other parents. What you can also do is go to public school meetings and talk to other parents about why these books should be allowed in your school's curriculum. In our efforts to provide quality education, we must understand the positive effects that these books have on children, psychologically, socially, and intellectually. As Russell Banks states his opinion, what these books show is not corrupt individuals and lifestyles, but what it is to be human. Thank you.